getting ready for the video. But let's see. I'm just gonna act it outright. What is the greatest? What is the everything. Out of them all. Hobbit, everything. Animated, everything. What is the most epic Lord of the Rings movie out of them all? I want to know the chat, excuse me, the chat. So the question is answer. Usually I do a poll. This one's different. I do want the chat's participation more than ever. What is the most epic Lord of the Rings movie out of them all? The real reviewer is going to answer that, his own question. And we're doing that now. So thanks for joining me. I'm Demonetized. Got to go ahead and donate to the Cash App. Rings True with the Z. The link is on my channel page. Donate to keep the channel alive. This is a 30-day marathon stream. Yes, that's what we're doing. 30-day marathon stream, everybody nonstop. And I wanted to get this in because I do have a video, I believe, on my channel from 4 years ago, went hiatus due to being demonetized and a lot of other things. We're going to discuss this Lord of the Rings. So I want to go, first of all, guys, it's all movies. Every single one. Hobbit, trilogy, right? So we're going to do Google, guys, come with the same tools the real reviewer has. There's nothing special. But I hope everyone is well on this Sunday. I'm feeling all right today, guys. Thanks for asking. But yeah, I'm hanging in there. 16 of the stream. Getting some water, power hour. So I got some reasons. We're gonna go through right up the top. I always thought about, so I'm gonna bring it up in this video. I'm gonna put it on wax. And yeah, so when it comes, we're gonna do the movie in order. So we'll just do the Fellowship first. Now, the animated could be in here, guys, if you're a big fan of the animated Lord of the Rings, like the original, the Amazon Prime series. That's in there too. This could be in there as well. I'd like to know your answer. Hi, Pedro Tabor, I5F says hi. Hi, Pedro. How are you? Pedro, hello. How you doing today, man, on this Sunday? I hope everything's well with you. What is the most epic Lord of the Rings movie out of them all, Pedro? You know, not as, you know, maybe not. Thanks for liking, by the way, guys. Appreciate it. And I'd love the answer to the chat. Love to get the real reviewers you know, audience vibe, as always. It's a little different with the question, but I love it. Hi, I'm Susan. Hi, Susan. Susan Omni, Q8J says hi. I'm Susan. Hi, Susan. Everybody says hi to Susan. Real reviewer says hello. Thanks for joining today on this Sunday. We're talking Lord of the Rings and the most epic Lord of the Rings movie out of them all. Which one rules them all? Animated, the show, the three, right? Fellowship, Two Towers, Return of the King, or of course the Hobbit trilogy, right? So let's get into, you know, any one of that, right? That's right. Is that all we're going through? Yes? Is that all? Have I covered the gambit? So if we put Lord of the Rings, anime, what fuck? Show. Hey, Ezra Aslami says show. Ezra Aslami says show. Hello, Ezra. Thanks for joining in, man. Talking Lord of the Rings and which one's the best out of them all. Johnny Sylvania says, what fuck? Yeah, Johnny, we're talking Lord of the Rings and which one rules them all. I'd like to get your opinion on that. That's the question here for the chat and the discussion of the live. Thanks for joining. Thanks for liking. Pedro Taboro, I5F, says anime. He's into anime. Not a big fan of anime, Pedro, but I'll go there if needed. But not really my expertise, other channels for that, you know, that specialize in that. Don't really have much anime. Animated, possibly. I don't know what that is. Oh, Johnny, it's Lord of the Rings, buddy. Or sorry, I don't want to assume gender. Person, Johnny, Lord of the Rings, man. Do LOTR in Google, and you will know what that is. LOTR, sir. Susan Osmond, QHJ, says, I'm so thankful for you. Oh, no, I'm thankful for you. Thank you, Susan. Susan Ami, thank you for this Sunday coming in and making my day. I hope I can make yours with this Lord of the Rings chat, right? We can talk a little bit of Lord of the Rings and which one I think is the most epic out of them all and why. Thank you, Johnny. Okay, thank you, Susan. And Francisco Valdez, 388, says a smiley face. He comes in and says hello. Hey, Francisco Valdez, how are you? We're talking Lord of the Rings. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Thank you all. Wonderful. Wow. Good vibes. You know, exactly what Lord of the Rings brings. Good vibes, right? Pleasantries. Very good thoughts and memories. So just Google LOTR in your Google there and you'll find out. But if you guys are here, thank you for liking. Thank you for taking time. I'd love to know your favorite. What is the most epic to you? You know, not what you've heard on the internet or maybe what your grandfather thinks. You know what I mean? Or your dad thinks or your friend thinks or what you heard through the grapevine or through Middle Earth. You know, I want to take a path to what I think. It's really got me through hard times and what I really thank you for 100. Thank you for loving and liking. Yes. Johnny Smith says, thank you. You're welcome. Johnny Sullivana says, do you know who the master of the Lord of the Rings is? Yes, that would be Sauron, right? Is he the master of the rings, right? He had to make his own ring, but I believe the rings were forged in the fires of Mount Doom, as we all know. But I did have the book, everyone, with all three locked in. It was like a 50th anniversary, like a 100th anniversary. It was some kind of RJ token. I was really into it. I wanted to read the book and learn the language and the lore. This is not that kind of video. You know, we're sticking to what's in the movies, and that's that. You know, if you want to go into the lore and get deep, correct me if I'm wrong. I would love it, but that's not what I'm here for. You know, movies, baby. But we'll stick to the Lord's Prayer. Yeah, Johnny, right? Lord, yes, sir, Rod. Yeah, beautiful. I love fellowship, guys. Look at Johnny bringing us right in. Thanks, Johnny. Johnny brings us right in. So my first point I want to bring out is how Sauron looks in the Fellowship, guys. Right in the beginning, you see the story unfold of the ring, and you're told how the ring is made, how it's obtained, and what it does to people, and how it is lost. But you see Sauron for the first time, guys. Just like Johnny said, he is the master of the Lord because he makes the master ring under everyone's nose to control all other rings, right? It's a very, oh my God. So anyways, it's beautiful. Sauron, it's a great battlefield, guys. It's an epic battle. I really thought we were going to get some kind of epic battle in the beginning. Gladiator does that for us, right? In 2001, I believe. Some other movies do that, like Braveheart. I don't know if Braveheart does that. Do they do that? They don't do that. Yeah, they do. No, they don't. They don't do that. There's other movies that do that. But either way, we don't get it. We get the story of the ring, which is beautiful. And Sauron is scary, guys. He's huge. He's huge. Now, we all know when we go to Return of the King, everyone, we do get the behind the scenes where you get to see Sauron's face looking like a Pan's Labyrinth kind of deal here with the teeth and the sharp teeth. That's cool, too. I did want to see that in the film, you know, in Return of the King. I think the weakest of the three, if we're going to just talk trilogy. Now, if you want to talk Hobbit, guys, thanks for 4 likes. Thanks for your set. But if you want to talk Hobbit, we're talking them all. So bring them in. Bring in Hobbit. You know, you can give your points. I wouldn't say defend the Hobbit, guys, the trilogy, but you can put your points in. But really, the real reviewer is going to be real with you. If he ever recommends Lord of the Rings, thanks for loving, thanks for reacting and participating today. But if and giving your opinion, the Lord of the Rings, though, if you're ever gonna, you know, as we recommend him, guys, to a kid or a friend or anyone else, I'm telling you, put it down. Put it down. Lord of the Rings, the original trilogy, you're gonna do. Now, what movie, though, real reviewer, would I show to someone to get them right into it? Now, people are gonna say the first real review. You can't show somebody a sequel or a trilogy movie, you know, the third, right? You can't show them that without showing them the original and giving them a backstory. Very true. Very true. It's very difficult with that, with Lord of the Rings, right? It's a 3-hour, 28 Fellowship, guys. But what do you think about the Fellowship? You know, that part is great with Sauron, right, guys? Thanks for liking. Thanks for coming in and giving your opinion here. What is the most epic Lord of the Rings? The real reviewer is going to tell you which one he thinks out of all of them. Out of all of them. And he's watched them all. I like Hobbit, guys. I like the one, what is it, Smaug? Desolation of Smaug. You know, I like the Desolation of Smaug. I want to... Right, the Desolation of Smaug, yeah. In the beginning, guys, I love the beginning of the 5 armies. The Battle of the 5 Armies. I love the beginning of the Battle of the 5 Armies. You know why? Because there's this part, right? Everybody knows the beginning with the Black Arrow, right? I forget the character's name, everyone. Great actor who plays him. He's not well known, but he's got a great face. And he has a son, and he puts the arrow onto the sun. And he says, hold steady. And that's the big dragon's coming at him. Smaug, guys. It's insanity in the Battle of the 5 Armies. Now, everybody rags on the Battle of the 5 Armies, guys, because the actual Battle of the 5 Armies and what we see, okay, is not up to par with what I'm going to tell you is the most epic Lord of the Rings, all right? There is one Lord of the Rings. But the Battle of the 5 Armies, guys, we'll turn back around to the subject, but we gotta analyze everything and rant about every single movie, right? Or not every single movie, but every point I want to bring out and why. This movie, I'm going to tell you, is the most epic. Now, it has nostalgia reasons. It has personal reasons too, and so should you when you have something. But don't be biased and hold on to those reasons when somebody is telling you something logical and reasonable about something else you didn't open your mind to, right? Love thy enemy. So know thy enemy, right? Keep your friends close, but your enemy closer. Michael Corleone. Yeah? Is that Corleone or? Yeah. But thank you guys for flying in and out. I appreciate you guys. But I want to get this down here. So, yes, we got to get it down, baby, right, guys? So, where was I? But Battle of the Five Armies, man, I didn't expect it to reach heights of the Fellowship. You know, listen, not even the heights of the Fellowship, guys. Fellowship, to me, is the weakest, okay? Is the weakest out of the original 3 trilogy, all right? Is the weakest. Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship, the Ring. Could you say, hello, Pedro Tabor, what's up, man? What's your favorite Lord of the Rings, man? And what do you think? How are you today on this Sunday? Thanks for joining the chat, everybody. Appreciate it. Appreciate the likes. I'm demonetized. You got to donate to the Cash App. Rings True with a Z. The link is on my channel page if you want to change the world. And YouTube. You know, the influence here. And have me stream every day. I love it. So, yeah. Okay. And what we're doing here is talking what is the most epic. We'll get to that. Let's swing back around. So, Smaug, the beginning of Battle of the Five Armies, guys. Mistake me if I'm wrong. Of course you can. If I'm wrong, then I shouldn't be doing this. But I believe it's the Battle of the Five Armies. Right in the beginning, bang. Thing came on TV like crazy. Bang. Black Arrow, right to Smaug. The father says, hold still. Crazy scene. Really emotional scene. The music, the slowdown, the cinematics. What is at stake here? Battle of the Five Armies, right in the beginning, guys, is very highly underrated and never talked about. They dogged the whole movie out, and they dogged that ending, guys. But, you know, we don't expect, you know, real deal Jackson here at the end, right? We do expect CGI, and that's exactly what we got. But, wow. In the beginning, it really gives you the payoff to, what is the second one? Oh, The Hobbit. Oh, my hobbitry is lacking these days. I need to go brush up on my hobbitry. I need to go into my Hobbit cave and open up my Hobbit book and sit on my hammock and read some of this and brush up on my Hobbit. The Unexpected Journey's the first one. God, I gotta brush up, guys, because I'm telling you, really did us nasty with this. Oh, the Desolation of Smaug. Okay, yeah, I got you. What am I over? What am I on, guys? I know them all. So I'm just questioning. Thank you for liking. You are the best. Good. Tabor says you are the best YouTuber. Thank you, Pedro Tabor. I5F. Thank you for making my week and month, man. Appreciate you. My whole life. I appreciate you. You are the best YouTuber. Pedro, you're the best fan or supporter of a YouTuber could have. So thank you. That's the best thing you could say. All blessings your way. No luck needed. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, Pedro. Don't want to pronounce, assume gender, but thank you. Really made me smile, as you can see. I'm loving it. Thank you, Pedro. Work hard here, right? We work hard. Many years, experience, and love. Yes. And ideas. Thank you, Pedro. Keeps me going, man. Keeps me going. Okay, so, wow, love like that, guys. You gotta love that vibe. That's what Lord of the Rings brings, guys. This love, this vibe, we're all patting each other on the back. You want them to get to Mount Doom. There's nothing that does the original trilogy justice, guys. I could tell you it, but you have to see it. You have to be shown. Words cannot describe this journey to Mount Doom and to destroy the One Ring. So, yeah, Unexpected Journey. So, yeah, Unexpected Journey, Desolation of Smaug, guys, Battle of the Five Armies. This beginning scene is killer. Literally killer. It's the payoff of Desolation. All right, guys? You get the Desolation, you get the payoff. So I got to give it up. To that payoff. I really do, guys. Gotta give it up to Peter Jackson. I still do. That was beautiful. Wow, screenplay by Guillermo del Toro. Yeah, he wanted all in that shit, right, guys? Remember that? He wanted all his hands in that. He finally got his hands in The Hobbit. But Peter Jackson, that beginning of the Battle of the Five Armies, guys, really, they put all your money in on this last actual Battle of the Five Armies. They really made a mistake when you call it the Battle of the Five Armies, right? And your battle is CGI. It's not really a battle. You're right. It's more like a run over or massacre, whatever. I watch your videos. You are the best. But thank you, Pedro, for watching my videos, man. Appreciate that. I don't know who watches my videos, everyone. I'm sorry. I've been off my channel for 4 years. I've been demonetized for a very long time. So I get no donations. So that's how I have to live off the channel, Not by views or subs or anything. I have to go by my donations on my Cash App to keep coming here. So thank you. I wanted to come back and try again, Do it a different way. Thank you, Pedro, for watching my videos, man. I got 1.3 4K videos, right? About a year and a half on there. So thank you, sir. Or a person, I really appreciate you, Pedro Tabor, everyone. I5F, he is in the chat and he is chatting it up. We are chalking it up here about Lord of the Rings, and he's a fan of the channel, which I love. It warms the Real River's heart. Wow. Wow, you guys are, wow, without the audience, right? Without you guys, what are we? What are entertainers? What are products? You know, without the consumer, man, you guys deserve customer service. Number one, if this is going to be my job and profession, you're going to pay me to talk about movies. I better do my homework, and I better interact with the audience and know what I'm talking about when they ask me a question and have an opinion and bam, and hold to it. But I like to sway, guys. I like to be swayed. Yes, I do. I don't like to hold to it. I don't like to be stubborn. I'd like to be talked to and say, Lord Reviewer, you got to calm down. Maybe the Hobbit Battle of Five Armies ain't as bad as yours. I didn't, you know, like that's okay. What do you have? And you say, well, what about that beginning, Real Reviewer, the Battle of the Five Armies, the Black Arrow? You know, he holds it on his son, guys. It's amazing, an amazing scene. But when you're now you go to the trilogy, the original. Wow, man, and it's even better. I can't believe we're talking about later movies being not as good as the earlier movies. Isn't that unreal? But that's what you get, guys, with legends. With legendary, what is the one Lord of the Rings movie to rule them all? Well, it's coming, guys. The Real Reviewer says it's coming. Thank you, Pedro, though, for all the love, bro. Pedro Tabor, everyone, showing love to the Real Reviewer. He loves it. He really appreciates it. His family appreciates it. I take time to do this away from others because they know I got another love, you know, like what you guys love. We got to save lives, guys. Movies save my life. They get me through today. Thank you. I love you all. We're going to tell the truth on these movies. We'll get it out there 24/7. You're with me. This is YouTube. I'm tubing live. When I have an idea, we go. So we're going with it. It's Jackson's original, guys. Fellowship of the Ring is the weakest. I like the animated, everyone. I like the animated. So it's the 78. What is it? What year's the animated? Awesome. Guys, hard to find this animated. I don't know why it was so hard back in the day. I try to look on the internet, you know, back in the early 2000s, mid 2000s. Very difficult to find this whole copy, part one or something. But the animated, guys, from like the 70s, I believe. Don't hold me to it. I think it's the mid 70s, guys. Early 70s or something like that. Or it's phenomenal. It's really good. It's really good. It's like where they got the movie. Said hi, Susan Osmond. Hey, Susan Osmond in there again. Yes, Susan on me. Q8J said hi, Susan. Thanks for spending time with the Real Reviewer here talking about Lord of the Rings. All of you, thank you very much for the likes, the views, and the love. Like I said, I'm demonetized here on YouTube. Been so for a long time. So I got to live off donations. Never had one yet. So would love to get one to my Cash App and keep going. All right, so here we go. The Real Reviewer is going to tell you what his most epic Lord of the Rings is. What the movie that got him out of... Hello, everyone. Jacob Strider in the house. Hey, Jacob. How's the movie? Hey, how you doing, Jacob? Jacob Strider, guy, moderator, fan of the channel, supporter of the channel. He is in here just to show us love. He's working on a movie, too, independent film. So hopefully, all props to him. We're talking Lord of the Rings, Jacob. Do you have a favorite? What's your most epic, Jacob? So I'm going to give you that. I'm right at the fringe, Jacob, of giving... right? Telling everyone what I think is the most epic and my reasons why. It does have a little bit to do with like getting me through hard times, right? It was one of those movies that I put in constantly when going through something that was always waiting for you, you know, that would always turn out the way you wanted it to. When life around you wasn't. You didn't know how it was going to turn out. So that's why you put out the movie that night and you said, you know what, tomorrow, I'm not going to stress tomorrow because if Frodo over here could get to Mount Doom via Sam, you know, carrying his ass, you know, somebody's going to carry me or I'm going to get to Mount. If Frodo can do it, I can do it. By the time you close your eyes and you wake up and the Reddit, you know, the credits roll or it repeats, you're back in it to win it, you know, and you wake up and you're ready. And then it works out and you come home and it got you through. The Lord of the Rings got you through, you know? I don't know. Whatever. Or remind you of a time you spent with some people you love that are dead. That's it, but they're gone. They're not dead, they're gone, guys, you know? And you spent these movies with them or they introduced you to the movie, you know? So I'm going to tell you, the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, you want to know, the Real Reviewer is going to be honest with you guys. Oh, boy. Am I going to be honest with you guys? I'm trying to think, because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm trying to think if this is reality, what I'm going to tell you. Wow, I think I saw this movie first before Fellowship, guys. Sometimes I have seen sequels before the originals, you know, before the first. I have done that. Have you done that? The film is doing well, and it's a very good film. Can't wait, man. Jacob working on his independent film, guys. You know, Real Reviewers gonna give him support, the shout out, the plug. You know how we do, the love. That's what we do. Support movie lovers, the real lovers. Thank you, Jacob, and I hope it goes well. You know we're rooting for you. But I was trying to think if I saw the Two Towers, guys, before Fellowship. All right, I had a satellite dish. I had satellite, yeah, back in the day. Yeah, I did. I spent money on a satellite, and you had this channel called Encore. And the Encore channel played movies that were just released on VHS/DVD at the time. And yeah, the satellite, it's like HBO, guys. It was like HBO, but there was different movie channels. And hey, Jacob in the house, baby. So yeah, Lord of the Rings was playing. So I think that's where I saw Fellowship, guys. And I definitely know it's where I saw the Two Towers for the first time. Okay, I want to tell you this. Thanks for the 6 likes, guys. And thanks for coming in. Send demonetized. You want to help the channel, donate to the Cash App. Links on the channel page. Keep the channel going. Keep the lives like this. So out of them all, the Return of the King, I had to wait, guys. I saw the Two Towers on Satellite Encore channel back, I'll give you the year, whatever. But anyways, did. And I couldn't believe it, guys. I couldn't believe, thanks for the likes, I couldn't believe that I had to wait, guys. It cut. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I'm going to tell you this, everyone. I'm going to tell you this, all right? The movie was already out in theaters. It was, I believe it was out to rent on VHS/DVD at the time. Whatever was going on with that, it's very early on DVD. I mean, so VHS for sure. I know people that had a lot of these, right, on VHS, all 3. But when I saw the Two Towers on Encore, guys, they didn't release Return of the King. Yeah, and I didn't know that. Okay, I didn't know anything about Lord of the Rings, everyone. It's the first time in the Two Towers. Okay? It's my first experience. All right? Now, you could say it's nostalgia. You could say whatever you like, but I've watched all 3 of the original Jacksons over and over and over. And who hasn't? A true Lord of the Rings fan knows these movies when they're sleeping. You know, they can just listen to the dialogue and know what scene is at. The horses, Rohan, whatever you're at. Middle-earth, Doom, talking. The music is fun. Guys, Two Towers, 2002. Yep, I was there, 2002. So probably give it any other year. They come out in theaters in 2002. It takes about a year back then, guys, to put it on video, right? And to put it on TV, like on the satellite, HBO, Cinemax. So I had to catch it on Encore, and I had it. And I watched this, guys. I watched the Two Towers. I could not fucking believe this was what they were talking about in the trilogy, and it was gonna be all 3 movies. I never heard like this, guys, back then. Never heard like this. And at least all 3. So Star Wars was heard like that, guys, but not like this. Not like for us, like for that generation. Like it was so different. And I didn't know nothing about Lord of the Rings, everyone. The real review, yours truly, the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, the Lord of the Rings. My father said we should just go to America for our next film. Go to America, man. There's plenty of spots. Plenty of legendary crime horror spots, man. You know, real life horror spots are cool. Some haunted spots, you know. People love watching that. Why not a real authentic movie that actually scares the crap out of us? I don't know. You know, more than blood and guts. We need more. I need more than psychological, though. And it can't be too deep. And then I don't want up in my face, right? I don't want people murdering me outright either, because I don't want to act stupid. So what do? Well, the reviewer doesn't make movies like Chris Suckman and Shelby Oaks, guys. I don't get $1 million, but if I did, trust me, I'd try to scare you as much as I possibly could. I think about what scares me. I don't want to see what I don't want to see in the dark. All right, anyways, Lord of the Rings is something I do watch in the dark with pleasure. I watch it in my sleep. I watch it at work, in my head. I'm playing this thing in my head when I'm working. I'm playing out the Lord of the Rings, everyone, the Two Towers when I'm working. So, 2002, who said you can't watch TV and watch movies at work, everybody? Or at school? Or, you know, yes, you can. Yes, you can. In your head, I can. What was that? Excuse me, what? I was just running that one scene, that's all. That's all. What do you think I'm saying when I say what do you think I'm thinking? But thank you guys for the likes. Thank you for coming in. Jacob, thank you, everybody. All the chat. Or support. Like I said, you want to support, donate to the channel via Cash App. I'm demonetized. The Lord of the Rings, Two Towers. That is it right there. 2 hours and 59 minutes. Out of the Return of the King, out of Fellowship of the Ring, it's going to be the Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers is going to be the most epic. All right? Lord of the Rings moving to rule them all. And I'm going to give you the reasons why. All right? If you want to bring up why not or whatever, I would love to hear it, everyone. That's what I'm here to do. I want to hear why it isn't or why another one is. Okay? Now, because I'm telling you, I saw this movie and it's cut, and then it stopped, and then black screened on the TV, right? Guys, I had Encore, I had satellite, and it goes. I just remember a black screen, guys, and it was in Peter Jackson, directed by Peter Jackson. Y'all, I went nuts. I went nuts. There's no internet, guys. I don't have a car. I don't have a car now. There's nothing like that. I have no money. I don't know what's going on. I just got satellite. I have to pay a big bill. Just got it installed. I'm like, wait a second, wait a second. I'm like, no, no, no. Don't do this to me. I'm like, whoa, whoa. I'm like, there's got to be the third movie. I'm like, they got to tell us. Do they get to Mount Doom? Guys, I think it was the most panic-stricken, okay, anxiety-stricken I've ever been when it comes to a movie or waiting in a movie or anticipating any kind of movie that fast. Guys, they had about a whole another 6 months or so to come out or something, Return of the King, to seal the story. So I started researching how I can know more about this story. And that's when they were like, they got books and it's made by this dude, RJ, right? RJ Tolkien. What is it? You know, you can't even say his damn name, RJO. Just say Mr. Tolkien. Tolkien, not Token, right? But I don't know. You'll know that. What's up? Okay. So my point being is that I saw it. It cut black screen, directed by Peter Jackson. Guys, the music was phenomenal, man. To end this, you end. Oh, they let him go, and he's going. He's gonna go to Doom, guys. And Gollum's gonna get him. Gollum's scheming in the Two Towers. He's scheming on Frodo, everyone, and yeah. It cuts black screen. So guys, I have to wait 6 months to a year. I was so disenchanted. I was anticipating it, but I was guys, I was hurt. So they come out with Return of the King, right? Didn't see it in theaters, everybody. I wish I would have. Really wish I would have saw it in some kind of IMAX, or I know they release them in IMAX now and shit like that, but it ain't the same. It ain't the same. It's like Twilight. It's like Twilight when you're there. You got to be there to see it. You know, you got to be there with the Twihards when it's going down to actually, I got to be there with the Lord of the Rings, with the Star Wars, right? I got to be there with the Stormtroopers, man. Some fucked up shit, dude. You guys got to be there with the Halloween people and the Freddy people. I have to go. I'll come back later. Thank you, Jacob. Thanks for coming in and stopping by, man. I appreciate you, man. All love and blessings. Let me know when the movie's finished or you're done close, all right? Love to support it. Thank you, guys, all of you. Thank you, Jacob. Take care, brother. Real Viewer appreciates the loyalty, always the loyalty. Thank you, guys. Because if he gets big, you'll get big. I want to bless the little creators. What? We put out big content. We should be big content creators. Big content creators, guys, put a small-ass library, right? 1 video a month, 1 video a week. Real Viewer does 5 a day. Live, YouTubing it. So, thank you, though, Jacob. Thank you, everybody. I love you all for, really, Pedro, Susan, Jacob, Johnny, all of you. I try to remember all your names. You're all special to the Real Reviewer. You know, all these channel patrons that put your name on a damn list and put you on the fucking screen. Why can't you try to write the list, right? Write the list or print out the list at least and read it by name at the end of your video. Like, what's the matter with your voice? That's what you do. These people, they're paying you. They're paying your rent. They're paying your kids. They're paying me so I can talk about movies. Nobody's paying me, but they're paying them, guys. They should read it with their voice. Tell us. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Pedro Tabor. I'm not looking at the chat, guys. I'm looking at my phone. I got a memory. VHS. But thank you all. Regardless, I love you all. So Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, guys, is the most epic Lord of the Rings of all time. The Return of the King is really, I think, I love Lord of the Rings, guys. This is coming from the Lord of the Rings fucking diehard. Yeah, I got a chess set, guys. I got a chess set over there. Guess what it is? Lord of the Rings. Yeah, so I do have mine, don't I? I will go buy right? If I go buy some, it's going to be movie-related, guys, just like everyone else, every movie. But I just don't display it and have a whole bunch. I don't have money. Things happen in life, I want to be a reviewer here and start stacking again, right? But I need donations. I'm demonetized. So I'm just doing this to get donations to keep going. But the Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, that is the most epic. Return of the King let down in a way because of the battles. It kind of did a Battle of the Five Armies before Battle of the Five Armies, but people doesn't really want to say that too much. So it's like, the elephants and all that, guys, it was cool. It was. I started to accept it. I don't know. There's something about this battle in Return of the King at the end. It's just too... Guys, the Two Towers, there's a battle. Okay, it's called the Battle for Helm's Deep. All right, there was a map from Left 4 Dead back in the day. I don't know if anybody's ever played Left 4 Dead, but there's maps and there's video games out there that would do maps on this map called Helm's Deep, guys. Okay? It is the awesomest battle. It is like, if you could just make a story of the best battle sequence or where you could fight a battle, an epic battle, everyone, versus man versus let alone orc, guys. Now, in Return of the King, there is like a different array of these people, and I'm like, well, where do these people come from? And like, well, they come from Middle Earth, and they, right, guys. I think there's one of these movies, guys. I'm thinking it's it ain't the Fellowship. It's the Fellowship. Yeah, they do a little bit. They backtrack. I don't want to talk about it, guys. This isn't a cinema sin, is it? Because he does sins. He's a cinema sin in himself. But no, they do it where Solomon is telling these bunch of angry dudes, like, take back the villagers they stole from you, burn their lands. Oh, it's it. Two towers, excuse me. So he's in there, and Solomon is like Mr. Christopher. Rip to him. We love Mr. Christopher. He's got one of those plain names, guys. I forget. God, I'm doing him a disservice by forgetting his name. Sir Christopher Lee. Sir Christopher Lee. There it goes. It all comes in here. So let me just see what that's about there. Sorry, man. I want to make sure we're good to go here. Oh, okay. You didn't want to. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just make sure it's good to go. It's okay. Whatever. Thank you, though. So what happens is, yeah, he tells them go burn their lands or whatever, and the kids are running. It's a good scene. It's a really good feel to this movie, guys. The Two Towers. It feels really fall. Okay. The Two Towers is a movie you put on around fall time, guys, even as far as Thanksgiving or even as far as Christmas. Okay? It has that kind of feel. It gives me that cold chill. And I was in a hot, humid area at the time I was viewing this, So very good. And then my point was, what was my point about this Lord of the Rings, dude, the Two Towers? I have a lot of points about it. But yeah, the battle, guy, the different people coming from different lands. And all of a sudden they drop that. It's like, when they don't drop it, they come from different lands, but they don't explain. It's just, you got the orcs, guys. I don't know. It's just too much bullshit on the side there. But even the Two Towers has it, guys. But the orcs, guys, they're trumping to Helm's Deep. I don't know who. Oh, my king of Rohan. My poor king. Oh, Theoden. I'm trying to think, guys. I don't even need to Google. I need to think, okay? So I'm not I'm thinking. It's Theoden. I'm thinking of the actor, Bernard King. Rip to him. I think it's Bernard King. No, I'm thinking about the basketball player. It'll come to me. But he's a legendary actor, guys. He played the captain in Titanic. It'll come to me. But yeah, he is brilliant as the king here in in Two Towers, guys. Two Towers, hands down. The battle, hands down. It's raining. The orcs are deep. Aragorn, this is the first time you think Aragorn is in huge danger, that he gotta get dead. I love how he's immortal. I love how he goes up against like 10,000 of these orcs by himself. But none of that in Return of the King, guys. It just gets really loose. They get loosey-goosey in Return of the King. Two Towers, guys, not a big... I don't know what the fuck was up, but what is it, like a lesser budget? Or it had to have the same budget or even more, But what is the most epic Lord of the Rings movie of all of them? It's going to be this one, guys, The Two Towers. For the real-time viewer, what is it for you? 30 minutes in the stream, 8 likes. Really appreciate the love tonight. Really do. And the involvement and the love and the chat. But we're going to keep going. We're going to keep doing lives. We're going to keep thinking of subjects. As soon as the real viewer thinks of something, he comes right on and puts it down on wax. I want it recorded. So years from now, or a month from now, you come back and say, wow, he was right. How's he ahead of that game? And his review was, whoa, spot on. So that's why I do this, guys. Not just for you. I do it for you. Yeah. And for myself. And for my children. Because I have them. And I don't want them growing up to see the lies. I love you all. Thank you. This was a successful stream. Only a 30-minute stream, and we got things done. But The Two Towers will be it. When it comes to the Hobbit trilogy, it's, for me, the most memorable thing out of all three, guys. Unexpected Journey. So, one of the most forgettable, if not the most forgettable Lord of the Rings out of all the films is probably going to be Unexpected Journey. It's very unexpected that it's forgotten, but it is. To me, it's right there with The Fellowship. They do that with these two. And it's not because it's the first of a movie. It's just the way that, for me, it's Fellowship might even be better than Return of the King, guys, but no, because I like how they end the story. But some might say that. I could see how they would think that. But I love how they end the story. I love how they give us the ending, guys. But it's really drawn out, too. So, but I love it. I love Return of the King, but I love The Two Towers, guys. The Two Towers. It's going to be that. Oh, my gosh. The Two Towers does not get enough love. Oh, it's getting hot in here. I'm going to have to take a little bit of wear here, shirt, because it is getting so hot, because I'm just speaking the madness. guys. The madness has come out. My hair's a mess. It's getting hot. Who cares? So it will be this. It will be, you know, the most epic to me is gonna be the two towers, and those are for the reasons why. All right. There's no other. You know, it's the battle. I think the battle, the story where it takes place, how we get there. I don't know, guys. This feel. I guess when I was watching the two towers, because what I did was burned it, downloaded off the internet. Back in the day, I burned it. Eventually onto DVD. Yeah, I just played it on DVD over and over in the PC, and that's it. And this is it. This is what I play. Out of all the Lord of the Rings, guys, the Two Towers was in my player. That's right. First and foremost, the Two Towers, guys. I love to hear the internet's opinion, really, on what is, out of them all, the best Lord of the Rings movie ever. And for me, I have my reasons, and I will defend that all the way. Because I've watched them all millions of times, guys. The animated ones, right? We all done it. Read the books. I got the chess set to prove I got memorabilia. So y'all don't think my resume. But yeah, I watched it a million times. It's going to be Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, the most epic of all time, hands down. No one's beating it. Fellowship ain't beating it. Return of the King ain't beating it. Hell no. There is a scene, guys, in The Two Towers. You know what? Let's point this out. The scene between Viggo and Liv Tyler. Okay, Aragorn, and what's her fucking name? Erwin, right? When I say Liv and Viggo, you know what I'm talking about. The faces come right quicker than the actual character names. Viggo and Liv Tyler. They have this scene in The Two Towers, guys, kind of before the battle. Or he's walking with the other chick. And it's just, man, guys, the scene, the music, there's the soundtrack. This music, of course, we know is phenomenal, but there's just, the music's playing, and he's talking to her, and he thinks he's dreaming. He's dreaming. He knows he's dreaming. And this is a dream, he says. And she says, it's a very good dream. They're kissing in the music. And he's about to go to this Helm's Deep, guys, where he's locked behind walls. Like, I think it's crazy, and it's great. The way they amplify this leading up to this battle, guys, they're all scared. This is the first time ever in any Lord of the Rings you think Aragorn's in trouble, he's gonna possibly die. Yeah, and you know he's kind of immortal. You know he's Viggo, you know he's Aragorn, like, there's no way he could die. But guys, the way this movie amps it and leads to it and then plays it out even during the battle, you don't know. And tell me in Fellowship, you know. Tell me in Return of the King, you know. You know how it ends. You know, man. And we know that Two Towers, how it ends, right? Because we read the books. We know he's going to live. But, wow, it's still so effective. And the orcs, guys, they're calling out. The orcs are in the rain. They're beating their chest. Duh! They're crying out. One's on a fucking rock like, motherfucker. He's like, come on. Dude, these guys got no fear like they're saying. They tell you that in the film. They tell you these orcs, they got no fear, no mercy, they got no alliance. They got, oh man, you see how they're created coming out of these fucking cocoons. I think that was in Fellowship, right, guys? They're coming out of the cocoons. Nobody talks about that if there's a fucking effect. Oh, so, dude, they're surrounded. I love the cinematography here. I love what I'm looking at on the screen, guys, when it comes to Helm's Deep. I love how we're waiting for the orcs to come to Helm's Deep. And I love how there's a love story on the side, possible affair between, Viggo and a well-known actress, guys. I'll get her name. I'm sorry. It's slipping me. It'll come to me. I tell you, all these things come to the real reviewer eventually. Let's see. It is... Oh, where's she at? Come on, little girl. She's the one that kills the, one of the kings. The Wraiths. Oh, come on, real reviewer. You're blanking on this chick. And she's in a lot of movies. But she's not in this one. She's in this one. She's in... Oh, guys, I'm looking at the Fellowship. Squeeze me. Okay, Miranda Otto, guys. She's, you'll know her. Erwin. Yeah, Erwin. So there's Erwin and Arwen and Erwin. So I'm sorry. That's why it's so confusing to say their names. I just say the actresses' names and I'm better off. And then their face comes and you know what I'm talking about. Miranda Otto, guys, you'll know her from War of the Worlds remake with Tom Cruise, I believe early 2003. She was the pregnant ex-wife. And that was her. And she's in a couple other films. You'll know her. You'll mistake her for another actress. Either way, there's a love affair there. So there's that. You don't know if he's getting with her. Does he really love Erwin or Arwen? It's good. There's a love story. And then you have, then you're going between Frodo and Sam and Gollum. And it's guys, the Two Towers. there's just so much happening. It's presented so well, so tight, so organized, so real. Like, I know we're in a fantasy and all this, but the Fellowship kept it real. And then Two Towers keeps it real. And then you get to Return of the King. It's like, oh, fuck it. They went all Hollywood fucking out the damn window on this shit. There's elephants. And I know they're in the book. Everyone knows they're in the book. I'm not saying that. I'm saying this went off the fucking rails. He's surfing an elephant. I thought that was a little bit corny, guys. It really threw me the fuck off. But I love the joke at the end. That still doesn't count. That still counts as one. I like that. That still counts as one, though. But this still counts as the most epic is the Two Towers. I mean, the poster art, getting there, watching it, waiting for Return of the King, how it left me feeling, wanting to see Return of the King. I would have bought that shit, guys, for fucking $100 right there. Like, is that the DVD right there, bro? I'm like, is that coming out early? Some bootleg shit? Boom. Because I was so wanting it. I was like, I gotta know what happens. Like, how do you end this shit? I've never read the book till then. So that was the first time I run in was with Lord of the Rings, guys, on Encore channel, like an HBO satellite channel back in 2002/2003. And I didn't know that it ended like that, and we had to wait for number 3. And then they came out with the trailers for number 3, and it was a lot going on. It was like the epic conclusion, all that bullshit. You know how they do. I was like, all right. But, you know, you wait a few months, they put it on cable, guys, and they run it over and over. So save yourself the trouble. You know, and then we didn't have the internet to avoid. You said avoid a friend or two that could get to the movies on the weekend. And mommy and daddy took them. But either way, I saw The Mummy in theaters, y'all, when it came out. I saw everything in theaters. Name a movie, I probably saw it in theaters when it came out. Edward Scissorhands I saw in theaters. I mean, give me something. Halloween H2O, next Friday. Look at my very eclectic Blair Witch Project. I walked out of a movie to walk in Blair Witch, guys. So, you know, there was a movie I was watching, it sucked. And then I went into Blair Witch on purpose because it was all on the internet, how it was real footage, and I wasn't fooled. But I went in. Caught the end, guys, caught the end. The Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, the best Lord of the Rings, the most epic. It's the only one I'm going to put in over and over and over and over and over. If you look in the Real Reviewers catalog, if you look in his DVD, if I have one, I don't. I would love to, but physical media is dead. We're going digital. Check his library in Fandango. He won't have it because I have no money. I have no donations. I've been monetized for 4 years. But yeah, I'm not, the one ring to rule them all, the one movie to rule them all will be the Two Towers based upon those things. And it has a I say out of all 3 guys for emotion, if you want to cry and get emotional and feel something, it's going to be the Two Towers. This shit's a fucking roller coaster ride. His son dies. You know, the king's son dies. Theoden's son dies. I mean, y'all hearing me, dude? Theoden's son dies. Bernard Hill. I said Bernard King, the basketball player, guys. I was kind of close. Bernard Hill. I said if I'm not on target, I'm pretty damn close. Lord of the Borings. So Erwin, hi Erwin. Erwin Curtis 4028 says Lord of the Borings. And he has the name Erwin. All right, but it's spelled wrong, my friend. I guess you were named, I guess your parents like Lord of the Rings. Did your mom? Your dad? Were they banging Aragorn? I don't know. But thank you, Eric. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for your time today, man. Thanks for coming in. So Eric here thinks Lord of the Rings is boring. He just came into a Lord of the Rings live to tell us that. Appreciate it, dude. Go read the book. It's even more boring. Yeah. So, yo, Two Towers is going to be the most epic. And like I said, there's the emotions there. Out of Fellowship, all right, the closest thing, guys, you're going to get to Fellowship crying is Sean Bean, all right, biting it. All right, the brother, what's his face? So what am I going to do? I don't give it. Sean Bean, Baldomir, guys. Baldomir. You want the name? Huh? You want the next for liking the video? I'm demonetized. You got to donate to the Cash App. You want to keep these lives going and keep the real reviewer coming on. Pay bills. I am demonetized. Got to donate to the Cash App. Links on the channel page. Anyways, Lord of the Rings, Two Towers. Got to plug myself. No one else will, everyone. You got to respect the fucking hustle, yeah? So, Lord of the Rings, Two Towers is the best step. Like I said, emotion. Guys, it has Brad Dourif. It has Brad Dourif. Yeah. Has Brad Dourif. I mentioned that. He is a slimy, grimy. I think his name is actually Grimy. I think his name is Grim. No, it's some variation, guys. He's a fucking slime ball. You don't give a shit what his name is. You just want him dead or out the picture or exiled. And he gets what's coming to him eventually. No, that was cut out, right? So I don't want to talk about any of that shit. They cut out a lot of cool shit from Return of the King right in the beginning. That would have set it off. So that's my problem. Anyways, a lot of problems. But the Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, is not a problem to watch over and over and over. It's the only Lord of the Rings I put on. Honestly, everyone, I might tell you, I want to say I saw this before the original Fellowship, guys, and that would be a blasphemy. You know, Lord of the Rings blasphemy back then in 2001. But I believe I saw the Two Towers on TV, like I told you, on satellite before I saw the Fellowship, guys. I don't know. It's something's... And it fired me up, bro. I love this shit. Never seen nothing like it since, like, what? Revenge of the Sith was the closest? And that it was fucking saying much. Damn, that's the first time I running with Lord of the Rings, guys, was the Two Towers, and that was it. And that was all she wrote. That shit was on 24/7, burning off the internet, put it on the fucking DVD. Once I was able to get a computer and a piece of shit off a garage sale. Guys, it's a big story. But Lord of the Rings, the things you had to do to watch a movie over and over, okay? It was like going to work and trying to get food, you know? Get money for food. It's the same deal. Movies, the same thing. You gotta go work for it. Go get it, like food. People were selling out the trunk. What's wrong with y'all? It's a business. Burning DVDs, movies. All right. So that's the points I wanted to bring up, why it's the most epic. Battle of the Five Armies, guys. Out of all The Hobbit, I really wanted to reiterate, if I may, that out of all the Hobbit trilogies, my favorite is going to be the Battle of the Five Armies. It comes on TV, cable. Yes, there's cable TV, everyone. It comes on cable TV. I put it on more so than any other, even Desolation of Smaug. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the beginning of this film is really great, the Battle of the Five Armies. It's really good. Wow. I didn't expect them to do that. I mean, you know, bam, it happens. And it happens in such a way with the music and everything slowed down, guys. And his father's telling his son, steady, hold still. I remember that. He's telling his son is so fucking scared. But he goes to help his father, you know? It's wow. It's just powerful. It's powerful movie, cinema, storytelling right there. The big dragon, guys, it's pissed off. It's blowing up everything. It's coming at the dad and the son. And a tower, and a wooden tower where this thing breathes fire. And he's got a big ass arrow and he's telling him on his fucking shoulder and he's telling him, hold still. And he's just fucking, guys, I thought this man here should have been something great, guys. We should have got rid of, put Legolas a little bit more aside and put this man more front row. This shit was epic. Battle of the Five Armies right in the beginning, guys. Of course, we know what happens with the actual Battle of the Five Armies, okay? I do like Crazy Man over there, but I don't like these actors, these dwarves, guys. There's a lot of behind the scenes, and they're nice, and they're great, but you fucked up. You know, you fucked up trying to get cheap with no-namers. You know, you go Peter Jackson for us. You even put Gamiro's been dying to get his hands on Lord of the Rings, right, guys? He finally gets his screenplay on. Could tell it's fucking a little bit there with Gamiro. But yeah, he gets his hands in it, but this is what they give us, you know? Guys, Ian McKellen. The only person you're going to recognize here is Ian McKellen. Don't let them fool you. Orlando Bloom. You don't even recognize fucking Orlando. I don't know if they de-aged him or what is wrong with him. I don't know. I don't care. Hugo Weaving, guys. It's a fucking flashback scene. I'm done. Not going to do it. I'm not going to rant. But I am the Real Rant Reviewer. So, yeah, Martin Freeman as Frodo. Now, here's the big controversy, right? You know, is Martin... What do you think, Real Rant Reviewer? Who's the better Frodo? Well, what? Is that even a question on the internet? To these movie lovers or Lord of the Rings channels or movie channels. Why are they saying that? Guys, fuck Lord of the Rings channels is, I'm sorry, something totally different. All right? Those guys are experts in that field. Do you think? But the movie channels, with strictly as a movie, the fuck you talking about? Don't you ever say in your whole life, man, no, guys. I like the older Bilbo. Mr. Rip to him, too. He's a legend. Ian Holm. Okay, guys? I love Ian Holm's Bilbo. I really do. So much more than Martin Freeman. They're like, well, Ian Holm is dead or he was too old at the time. Whatever the fuck the deal is. We can't de-age him or whatever the deal is. Or we can't use him as he's old in that role because he has to be younger because this is a prequel. All right, guys, I'm not going to go into that and break that shit down, the logic, and go back to the first movie and why he was, the ring doesn't de-age you and all this shit. I'm not going to do all that. That's not for this. I'm getting ranty, baby. I love it. The passion is here. So the hate or love, you hate or love it. I don't give a shit. We got to love it. So, yeah, they couldn't do it. So Martin Freeman. Man, and don't admit it to yourself, studio or casting director. Whoever's idea was to push Martin. We have the wiki. I'm not going in. This ain't that video. It should become that video. But I want more clicks. I should have did it right. Clickbaited this shit. Real viewer gets ranty. That's the way it is. That's bullshit. It hurt, guys. It hurt. Unexpected Journey hurt. I want to watch it when it comes on TV over and over and over. I can't. I want to rent it and watch it and put it on. And anyways, I'm going to cry. It hurt me. It hurt me bad. You see that? Ow. Sorry, guys. I'm having trouble speaking now. I'm going to cry. Wow. It sucks. So I'm going back there, everyone. All right. So what... I remember hearing about this shit. You know, they couldn't even get Jackson back, everyone. They could not even get Peter back for this shit. He didn't want to do it. But eventually he did it. They upped the money to them, said, do whatever you want. Whatever the deal was. There was something wrong there, guys. Peter wouldn't do it at first. Okay, they got Peter back on. And then they said, okay, we got to get the nostalgia cast, guys. And then they told us, yeah, we got the nostalgia cast, right? But guys, it was only a brief scene. And they said they were only getting a couple. Elijah's not coming back, but he's in this. What the fuck? Yeah, but it's like not like that, bro. It's not like that. And Orlando's coming back, so they could say that the nostalgic past that Andy's coming. Guys, yeah, it's a bunch of shit though. It's a bunch of Halloween 3 shit. Jason Goes to Hell type stuff. We ain't doing all that. But we do it with Martin Freeman. I don't know, Mr. The only Freeman I know in the business, everyone, of movies is gonna be Morgan Freeman. Done. Okay? You tell me another Freeman, anything to do with entertainment, guys, movies. Give me a Freeman. Another Freeman besides Morgan. What the fuck? I don't know Martin Freeman. I don't care. I know he's in a UK show, a British show, European. Great. Wonderful. Stay in the show. He's in this shit, The Hobbit. He's leading the charge. He's grown. He's a little bit he don't like people in his house. He's a germaphobe. OCD-ic. Bilbo, Ian Holmes, guys, was not OCD-ic. Motherfucker, go in his house. The shit was everywhere. He's running around like Gandalf. He's throwing a party. He can't keep his head straight. Elijah's like, Frodo's like, hey, man, I gotta help you. I'm here to help you. You're gonna go in this. What the fuck, man? Here, he's cooking his dinners, right, guys? He's answering the door. Get the fuck out of here. Martin Freeman's like, oh, I don't want no one over. And yeah, Ian Holm hides from a chick, a neighbor, guys. But that's a funny little goof. It's just like, you know what I mean? This is Martin Freeman. This is Martin Freeman's whole fucking bag. This whole Bilbo bag over here. Bilbo Baggins, this whole fucking bag is being anxiety OCD-ic. Like it's Ben Stiller shit, bro, or whatever. Who does that? It's a that mannerisms. I get the humor. I get it. It's not funny. I get it. Serious role. Martin Freeman, fucking annoying eventually. It's boring. It's not even annoying. I had a personal problem with Martin Freeman, guys. I got no problem with his Frodo. I just ain't my thing. Like speaking to him in a social... Guys, he turns on the king. Guys, why does he do that? Don't fucking tell me the reason. Desolation of smoke. Battle of the Five Armies. What is he... Battle of the Five Armies, boys and girls. Your fucking precious Frodo, Martin Freeman, takes the... Whatever the hell it is. I don't even want to give a shit about what it is. Whatever he takes, the gold, the silver, the jewel, the rock. You know how the story goes. Any fantasy story would go, guys. Big bet. And it's going to possess him and make him evil. And that's what it's doing to the king, everyone. But guess what little Frodo, Mr. Martin Freeman here does? He robs it. He steals it because he's a stealer. Like Gollum. Stole the ring from Gollum. He's a stealer. Steals the fucking rock or whatever the fuck it is. What is this fucking thing? A diamond, a jewel. Gold. I don't care. A jewel. Onyx. He steals it from the king, guys, and he tries to give it over, right? I don't fucking care. Anyways, he steals it and he runs back to the other side. He's a traitor. And the king here from the Battle of Five, what the fuck is his name? They all got the same names. Like, you know? Anyways, we're talking about the king, guys, from The Hobbit at the end. It's all possessed and all bad. But then again, he gets good at Thorin. Thorin. These fucking names. I hate pronouncing these names. There's not even no asterisks at the top. Thorin. Yeah, Thorin, everybody. He, yeah, he's pissed because, see, you guys, Frodo stole a jewel of his, you know, a precious gold, a diamond, whatever the fuck it was. He stole it from him, and he gave it to the enemy outside. It's camped around the castle or whatever. They camped around the cave. You know, they want to share everything. They want to share everything and call it, what do they want to call that? They want to share the spoils. They want to split the what? No. So the dwarves are like, fuck you. The dwarves are like, we're holding this shit down, bro. You ain't coming up in here. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if he's possessed or not, guys, because the jewel's not even nowhere near him now, the possession thing, right? But he's still acting possessed. I don't know. Anyways, he has to change his mind because he loves Frodo. Because Frodo's like, I'm sorry, I stole the thing for you, and you're not gonna chop my head off? Dude, I would have chopped Frodo's head off and posted it, held it up for all to see, and said, this is what happens to traitors. Now get away from this castle, or your head will be next. In my left hand. Frodo's is in my right. Yours will be in my left. Get out of here. Split. And they fucking lickety split, everybody. They lickety split until another army shows up, right? To give them the balls to rush. But yeah. They split. They get the fuck out of there. They're not messing with the dwarves. So, anyways, Bilbo here's stealing, robbing, lying, cheating. He's lying to the fucking Thorin the whole time, guys. Thorin's like, yo, you wouldn't know about, what is it, guys? This fucking... So it's not the ring he's after. It's some fucking jewel. Stupid ass shit. Nazgul. Yeah, his magic ring. Oh, his No. What the fuck is it? Anyways, the ring is the most important thing, guys. So whatever the jewel is, it doesn't really matter. You should be after the ring, after Frodo. How come he doesn't know about the ring? They're like, hey, motherfucker, I sense you have something special. I am a dwarf. What is that? Fuck the stone. Look how they do that, guys. That writing is horrible. Is that Guillermo del Toro? That's the writing for you there from Guillermo. Get him off that screenplay, everyone. That's bullshit. What the fuck is that? Anyways, Desolation. So, anyways, Frodo sucks. Martin Freeman's is just not my Frodo. And, you know, EX Reviewer, is Elijah your Frodo? Absolute. No. Elijah's not my favorite Frodo. He said, well, he's the only Frodo other than Martin Freeman. I says, yeah, he is, but would he be my first choice? Do I like him all the way as Frodo? No. I think Elijah delivers a lot of lines too corny. Too scripted is Mr. Elijah Wood in Lord of the Rings. You know, I give it to Sam. You could tell his dialogue is scripted really hard, but he doesn't deliver it that way. He tries his best not to. Obviously, this is that kind of movies. But Elijah's horrible. Just point that out a mile away. So, but he's way better than Martin Freeman, guys. I'd rather see Martin Freeman go away on the boat than Elijah's going on the boat. I'd rather see Martin sail away at the end to a never fucking island and never come back than, Neverworld. Than Elijah. Martin is just, oh my God. Guys, he is so... You think the dwarves were so annoying, that they were so disrespectful. Martin Freeman here, Mr. Frodo, they're coming in. They're trying to sit down on a chair. They're hungry from a long, unexpected journey, hence the title of the film. So they're hungry. They want some food. There's like 10 or 12 of them doing you a favor, coming to save your ass. And you can't feed them anything? And you got a big-ass house full of all this food you've been stocking. For how many fucking years? Guys, what is wrong with Bilbo? What is wrong with Martin Freeman's Bilbo? I want Ian Holmes. Don't give me that shit about this cast list. That is such a fake lie. Even Orlando Bloom. Yeah, he's in the movie, guys, but it's like he's really not in the movie. And I don't even mean like he's not even in scenes. I mean, like, he's in scenes, but he's not even like in the movie. It's like he's CGI, like he's not even there. Like, I don't know what it is. He's phoning it in. Anyways, I don't care. So, the Battle of the Five Armies beginning is the best scene you're going to get out of all the trilogy Hobbit. It's the beginning with the arrow, the black arrow, guys, or whatever. He takes it off. It's famous. He takes it off the wall, whatever the fuck. He puts his kid as an arrow holder. Use your own child as an arrow holder to kill, oh my God, a huge beast flying, talking, taunting. Yo, this Smaug is taunting. Go, get on YouTube and watch the beginning of the scene of the Battle of the Five Armies. He's taunting the man. Wow, and a perfect shot, guys. Tells his son, hold steady. Don't be afraid. Hold steady. Don't let the fear get to you, son. He teaches his son a very valuable lesson. That does come in handy, right? In the end, of course it would. Very good. I don't know. I'm not going to analyze that. But Battle of the Five Armies, that is going to be the best scene you're going to get at The Hobbit. Is the beginning scene with the black arrow, whatever, the killer arrow. Bang! And killing Smaug. I didn't know how they were going to follow that up. And boys, girls, children everywhere, they do not follow that scene up at all. And it just drops from there. And that's it. You're highly disappointed. But that Smaug kill, sick. Yeah, I want to see that kill. Hold on. Yeah, that's it. Bard, him, more of him. Why don't we get him? Bard breaks out of prison and he kills Smaug with the black arrow. See? Wiki, guys, go with me. That's all I use. And my brain. My memories. My love. Black arrow. Yep, the black arrow. He tells his son. But guys, that doesn't sum it up enough. That scene is worth the wait. If that scene came at the middle or the end, wow. You know? Holy shit. Like, I wouldn't be disappointed waiting for that scene. But you get it right in the beginning. It's like, you're going to kill him. You know, going to kill Smaug. Taking him out. But the way they do it is phenomenal. It's not a rocket launcher. You know, it's not a, shotgun. It's not a fucking spell. This motherfucker takes an arrow, huge arrow, and shoots it through the heart of a big flying fire-breathing dragon from hell that's taunting him and his son. Fucking A, man. All right, awesome scene. But then it drops, and that's it. So that's all you're going to get, guys. You're going to forget about the desolation of Smaug. There's nothing memorable about that. You're going to forget about it. Because what you're going to get is the payoff. That's it. You're going to get the payoff from Smaug in the Battle of Five Armies right in the beginning. Bang. And then you're going to forget about Unexpected Journey. It's unexpected to forget about it, but it's an unexpected journey that's unfortunately unforgettable. Forgettable. Oops. I wish it was unforgettable. I wish I could unforget that it was forgettable, but we can't do that. So we're going back to the original trilogies. Bam. I said the animated series, guys. I believe it came out in the late 70s, early 70s. Don't hold me to that. Maybe late 60s, but it's good too. All right, and I only could catch the first part. I believe there's like the full version somewhere rentable, but back then it was very hard to find. But it's good. It's good. It's very good. Some of these scenes are in the actual movie, Fellowship of the Ring, so it's really cool. But the Fellowship of the Ring would not be my favorite Lord of the Rings, and I will not recommend. You'd have to watch it first if you want to obviously see, because you don't know. If you could just read a little wiki real quick on the Fellowship real quick and get the gist, and then jump into the Two Towers, you're good to go. But the Fellowship is really, wow, it's the most boring of the three of the original trilogy. Yes, it is, of the Jackson original three. Yes, it is the most boring. It is the most boring. That's it. That's all I have to say. Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring is the most boring. I don't put it on first. It's the Two Towers. Why don't I put on Return of the Ring? Because it's not as emotional as the Two Towers, and it's not as real and grounded. You know, they go off the chain walls with that shit, and it's like, I get it. You know, crazy CGI bullshit, surfing elephants. I get it. I'm cool though. I wanted to see how it was gonna end. Was he gonna get the king? I didn't know, guys. I didn't know if he was gonna get it to Mount Doom. I didn't read the books before this shit, so I didn't know if he was gonna do it or not. I didn't know. You know, but I was what I thought too is I wanted this to be over once it was over. Like once he was on Mount Doom and the Eagles were coming, I thought, wow, shit, they're really dragging this out. And then he wakes up and there's all his little friends all giddy and it's like, okay, I get it. Right, we get the point. He's alive. That's great. I was happy. I was like, okay, he did live. I didn't know he lived, guys. He was going to live or die, guys. So I was really happy the first time watching it. But it just kept going and going. And then he's riding home. He's famous. That was cool. I love the Lord of the Rings, guys. So I'm making this, right? It seems like I'm making excuses. But yeah, they got on a boat. And okay. And I don't know if he's living or dying, guys, where he was going. I didn't know. I didn't know the Lord. It's just someone just watching it then, you know? But yeah, that's the ending. But Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, Baldemir dies. Like I said, it's not much emotion there. You know, just not much emotion. Sean Bean's amazing. Aragorn's amazing. Aragorn has emotion when Sean Bean dies, when Boromir dies from the orcs. I love the orcs in the first one. I love how they show up how the orcs are born through a pod of some type, and they slit this pod open. I believe that's in the Fellowship. That is really freaky and weird. I love how the orcs are, guys. I think the orcs got to be the most underrated enemy or villain or whatever you want to call it when it comes to fantasy movies or even battle war movies, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, this shit, imagine seeing them. And the Two Towers, guys, does it right. You get a small glimpse of what is possible with the orcs and what's going to happen in the Two Towers and beyond when you get, you know, that little scuffle in the woods between Boromir, Aragorn, and the hobbits, you know? You get a little taste, all right? But when the Two Towers comes out, I can't believe it. I love the lead up, guys. Maybe I'm just nostalgic, but I love the rainy environment. I love the cold fall feel of the Two Towers. I love the lead up. I love the love stories. I love the dynamics here. I love it. I love the sequel. This is probably one of the best sequels along with Terminator 2 for me when it comes to sequels. All right. So, and you would say the Two Towers, nobody ever really talks, right? Because you got to say the whole trilogy. So it doesn't really get referred to as its standalone, like its own sequel, because it's a part of this great trilogy, this awesome epic trilogy. Yeah. Need help? Oh. So, you know, putting everything in perspective, guys, and like I said, Return of the King, just looking at the trailers on TV back in the day, I knew it was more CGI, more, they just let it go more. It just wasn't going to be like it was with Two Towers, guys. I knew it then. Yeah, I did. That's when the real reviewer. I should have been on the internet then. Fortunately, it wasn't like it is now. So, trying. Old. Got older, but got wiser. Seen more. But yeah, that's about it, I think. I think we're going to wrap this up. So I did answer the question like we always do. What is the most epic Lord of the Rings, basically? What is the most, you know, the one movie to rule them all? And you did have the answer here. But really appreciate everyone coming in and chatting and the love is shown and the likes. Thank you so much. But like I said, I'm demonetized. If you really want to support and keep me going, donate to my Cash App. The link is on my channel page, Rings True with the Z. And I can keep paying some bills and I can keep doing these lives. So thank you guys very much for all your time. But like I said, most epic ring, it's going to be the Two Towers, guys, hands down. Out of all three of them, you know, if I'm going to recommend a movie to you, Lord of the Rings, of course, if you want, you have to see that. They say, well, you have to see Fellowship first, viewer. No, you don't. You just do a little wiki, a little background, know the characters, where your starting point is, and then we start from there, and we're off to the races, guys. We are off to the races. You know, coming from the Two Towers to the Return of the King was a really, really weird switch. I was going to say letdown, okay? But the real viewer loves the Lord of the Rings. I don't want to say letdown with anything that had to do with Lord of the Rings. But man, when I saw the Two Towers on Encore, guys, on a satellite, and I couldn't get my hands on 3, and I couldn't believe 2 became, and I saw 3. You know, we're calling it 3, Lord of the Rings 3, Return of the King, guys. When I saw that, I said, holy shit, man. You know, the Two Towers is phenomenal. Why? How did they get from the Two Towers to this? What happened? Should we go further? Should we go further? I think we should go further. What happened between the two? Well, it was money, wasn't it? That's what it was, you know? It's basically money, guys, you know? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe it always comes down to one answer. What was it that changed it all, that made it different, guys? That this person switched up, or this movie franchise switched up, this company? Money. Oh, my friend don't want to, money. My friend don't want to come over, money. My friend is testing me, money. That's what everything comes down to, guys. Money, money, money. You want to know someone's motives? First think about if they want money. And then say, well, they don't want money. Yeah, they do. So that's where you fuck up. You gotta think they want money. All right. What happened? So the Two Towers. Now, wow. Look at the Two Towers. I want to see what guys, the budget was only 94 million. So about 100 million. It made almost 1 billion. That is the Two Towers. What is the most highest grossing Lord of the Rings? Well, I don't know. We're going to find out together, guys. We're using our investigative tools here. So let's compare. So there's Fellowship. Oh, okay. Have Fellowship. All right. Let's go to the wiki. Stay away from IMDb. Stay away from wiki too, but we got to use this for a little cross-reference. Okay, so the original guy's 93 million, right? And it made almost that much too. So just as much as good. So we're good. We're good there. We're sticking to our roots. You know, we're grounded here in some kind of reality, even though it's fantasy. All right, the battles are reality. They're not CGI graphics. We're man on man, hand to hand. Just ex Aragon, right? Then we jump to 2. Still, CGI is expanded, used a lot more in the battle scenes, right? But still, hand to hand, really practical effects, face to face. Loving the Two Towers, Return of the King. I do think, guys, damn, when you're ending a trilogy like this, that this movie's making money regardless if it's good or not. I'm telling you, the last one you release. So, let's see. The Return of the King. I don't want the book. I want the movie. And all right, wow. So it cost 94 million to make, 100 million for each movie. Each movie walks with just about a shy of $1 billion worldwide box office. You know, but this one is the highest. Return of the King. Of course, you're gonna get the highest because of the hype of the trilogy. You're ending this trilogy. People like me, I want to know how it ends. So there it is. But what happened? You know, what happened? Why did why was the Fellowship and especially the Two Towers so grounded, so gritty? It's just so practical and real with the battles, and so emotional, right? And then this one was just like, really just, might have been the start of just fuck it, you know, we just throw everything to the wall and see what fits, and we're just throwing it up on the screen and it'll look beautiful and people, yeah. Remember, we were skimming Wiki. He's trying to find out what happened here. I was alive then, but I didn't, you know, like I said, I'm ranting this out now. So these things are coming to my heart and mind. These things I think about, but I don't get to talk them out. I have to do therapy here. Free session, it costs free, YouTube. Free YouTube therapy sessions. I love it. All right. So, whatever the deal is here with what happened, something happened. Somebody changed. Somebody went south. Cinematography is different. Nope, it's the same. Everything's the same. Edited. Different editor? Yeah, it's a different editor. Okay, guys, different editor. Why is there a different editor? Maybe it's not a different editor, but there's something different. Either way, guys, it's not campy, it's two carts. They just go off the chain here. And the last battle in Return of the King, guys, when they're surrounded, I really like the earthquake, where the earthquake happens and kills all the orcs, kills Sauron's whole army via earthquake. I like that. I like how they end it. I like the earthquake. You know why? Because it's grounded, it's reality. Like, how would you kill, right, efficiently, without bodies, without mess, without destruction, without blood and guts, in real life too? How would you kill a bunch of people that quickly and there you go, bury them alive? Done. Open the earth, have them get swallowed, close it back up. So that was cool. Really threw me off how they came real on that at the end, guys. Return of the King. That grounded me again. I was like, wow, man, now I'm in reality. Wow. I know I'm in a movie, but now, okay, that can be good. That can happen. So there it is, the Two Towers, guys. It is going to be the most epic Lord of the Rings to the real viewers. So what is yours? Like I said, if you see this live afterwards, 73 minutes in live, thank you all for the 9 likes and for coming in and out. Appreciate the likes and your answers and everyone loving and praising the real viewer. I love it. Thank you. Working hard, going to keep going all month long. I need donations to the Cash App, Rings2 with the Z. I am demonetized. I really want to appreciate you guys' time. So thank you for the love. 75 minutes, we're out. Lord of the Rings.